Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nana Edna. If you're here, you're most welcome. In this channel we normally do DIY videos, educational videos, and also lifestyle vlogs. So today I'm here to do a reaction video about the competency based curriculum Woes from parents. Wazazi wanalalamika, wanashangaa, haya ni mambo gani? I read a post from one of the WhatsApp groups, and these were some of their comments. I'm just going to read what they were saying. So mzazi mmoja alisema, asante Magoha kwa kunifanya mtu wa mkono. Mimi ninatengeneza gari ya box usiku mzima, nikatengeneza mpira na uhuru bags. Mkumbuke hakuna plastic bags, ile ilikuwa inatengeneza mpira vizuri. Dolly, kite, boat nimetengeneza. Ni mimi nasoma ama nini inaendelea? That is one of the parents asking. Je, ni yeye anasoma ama ni mwanafunzi? Mwingine akasema hivi. Mwingine akasema hivi, let me get the comment. Asante sana mwalimu for your initiative. Mimi niko na shida moja tu. Is it possible mpunguze hizi vitu tunanunua kila siku? Every week lazima tununue vitu. Na hii rate naona akikaa nyumbani ni mfungulie workshop akuwe mwanabiashara. Mimi sitalipa fee na bado mtume mtoto nimsaidie nyumbani. Do you people want my child to know how bad I was in school? That is another parent asking. Another one says, tasks like take a photo and print it out, then stick it on some file. Usiku nitatoa colored printer wapi jameni? Wafungue WhatsApp group tuwe tunapost hizo picha huko. So those are some of the words of the parents. Another one says, I want to ask Magoha to explain who is the pupil between my daughter and I am the one making everything. Kites, ball, bean bags, floating boats, and my daughter will supervise and say they are ugly. Since sisi ndo tulirudi shule, mbona tunalipa fee na bado tunafanya 50% of the work? CBC is for the parents. You arrive home at midnight and do 90% of the work. Juzi, my grade 4 was given a homework of writing a folk song in mother tongue. So these are some of the complaints that parents are giving out. Yes. Another one says, it's like we need printers in the house. I wish wangeweka kwa book list as a requirement. Nafika nyumbani 8 PM, mtoto anangoja nimsaidie kutengeneza cloth kite, mara paper box and a boat. Yule anatengenezea ako na masharti kuliko za mwalimu. Then he says, personally it's like we need printers in the house. I wish wangeweka kwa book list as a requirement. So anasema yule anatengenezea ako na masharti kuliko za mwalimu. Personally it's kind of hectic. Another one says, early this year I helped my daughter out with her maths homework. Ever since she's never had another maths assignment. Out of sheer concern, I inquire if they are no longer assigned maths homework. Yes. Out of sheer concern, I inquire if they are no longer assigned maths homework. Long story short, she has been hiding her maths homework from me and doing it on her own or with the domestic helps assistance. Apparently, she scored 2 out of 10 in the last month's assignment we did together. Personally, I never used to do homeworks all my life. My life in school, I preferred kuchapwa, but Kama is catching up with me. Kila siku nafanya homework, one hand breastfeeding, the other showing him how to draw a cow and a donkey. Mind you, my entire life hata kuku sikuwahi chora. So these are some of the foes and the woes of the parents. Wazazi wanashangaa, ni sisi tumerudi shule ama ni watoto wetu ndo watasoma? Kwa hivyo these are some of the issues that I would like to highlight and maybe give some light on what these parents are going through. Yes, I feel the parents are feeling burdened and feeling like it's hectic for them to engage in their children's education. Now, this is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about parent involvement and parent engagement. What is the difference between parent involvement in your child's education and parent engagement? What is CBC all about when it comes to parent engagement? Now, to my understanding as a teacher, yes, I mentioned earlier that I am a teacher. I'm also teaching the CBC system. I'm also learning about the CBC system, and this is what I've come to understand about this system, the new system in Kenya. There is what we call parent involvement, and there is what we call parent engagement. These are two different things. Some of the parents feel like they are already engaged in their children's learning, but this is what child involvement is. So, involvement is measured through parental attendance at school mandated functions. School mandated functions include things like academic days, when you go to see how the child has been doing all through, and things like sports day, things like swimming gala, things like cultural days in the school. So those are when a parent attends such functions in school, that, or let's say a conference, a class conference you attend, that function has been organized by the school. Therefore, a parent showing up to a mandatory appearance at their child's school does not mean that they are engaged in their child's education. It means that they are doing what is asked of them by the school in order to keep their child moving along with the system. So that is parent involvement. On the parent engagement, on the other hand, is much more than simply showing up. For example, some of the parents assume that by showing up on those functions at school, that means they are engaged in their children's learning. So it means that parents, when we talk about parent engagement, that is from research, it means that parents are present in every aspect of their child's life, from providing a roof over their head, putting food on the table, having open communication, and showing affection. So as a child has 4 basic needs for success in school and in life. 1, there is physical health. 2, social well-being. 3, emotional well-being. And 4, academic achievement. So I repeat again, as I was saying, a child has 4 basic needs. 1, there is a physical health, social well-being, emotional well-being, and academic achievement. To oversimplify, they must be healthy, they must know how to get along with others, they have to know how to deal with situations, and to continually make progress in their education. Those are the 4 basic needs of a child. So when parents are engaged, they address all of these needs simultaneously in order to raise a balanced and healthy child who can grow to be a productive member of the society. And that is what the CBC is all about. So as a parent, I want you to evaluate and see whether you are practicing parental engagement or parental involvement. 1, these are just some questions to guide you on how to check if you are really being engaged or you're just involved. One, as a parent, ask yourself, how do I talk to my child? How do I discuss stresses and issues in his or her life? Do you show your child how to value education? Do you have dinner without technology present so that you can focus on each other? Yes, our children, we bought them tablets just to show them how much we love them. We have bought them expensive phones, but do we take time away from those technological gadgets and engage on one-on-one with our children? Ask yourself, how are you embedded in your child's life? Do you focus on just getting by and hope your child will turn out well on his or her own? These are some of the questions. Are we the kind of parents who just tell our children, after you take your dinner, just leave your diary on the dining, I'll come and sign. And then in the morning, you are off to work. The child takes a whole week that they haven't seen their mom, they haven't seen their daddy. They just hear that their daddy came by or their mommy came by. The only time they get to see you is during maybe the weekend. Or how engaged are you in your child's life? Another thing I want to say is that the best way to teach a child is by modeling behavior. We know a child may hear what you say, but he or she watches what you do a lot closer. So, for example, you can share your personal story on how you grew up. If you grew up in the village, you grew up in town, you can give your personal story to motivate this child. Some of us grew up in the era whereby electricity in mashinani ilikuwa ni nadra sana. Tulikuwa tukisoma kwa koroboi. Have you ever told your child that you use that koroboi and you made it in life? Ulitumia hiyo koroboi kusoma ikitoa moshi, wakati mwingine mafuta yameisha. Have you ever sat down and told that story to your children or to your child so that they understand what life is all about? So another thing that the CBC, some of us, we are complaining that for example, the parent who was saying this cut and print things. Yeah, I understand some of the teachers, I included, give out projects. A project is a tool of assessment, one of the tools of assessment. So if a teacher decides to use a project as a tool of assessment, this tool, it is going to be documented slowly by slowly. For example, I've given a project. I teach maths in grade 2. We have done fractions, and I give a project on paper cutouts. It doesn't necessarily mean that the parent has to do the cutouts for the child. No, because these are some of the skills that we have learned in class. I expect this child, when I'm giving this project, I give a project that I know we have already done in class. Or if we have not done, then I have given a clue on how it is done. I've explained to the children. Maybe we have watched a video with them and they understand what is to be done. Your part as a parent, your role as a parent is to be there to just give motivation, to motivate this learner, not to do it for them, but to motivate. If a teacher gave a project to make a ball, I'm sure these children, if we let them, they'll be creative. They are being creative and innovative. They can make a ball on their own using those papers. Yes, during our time, no parent used to make a ball for us. We used to play Kati. Na tulikuwa tunajitengenezea hii mpira ya Kati. Mimi sikumbuki Any other time my mom akichukua karatasi akinitengenezea mpira, but I remember I used to take the papers and do, and even I take an old sock and put some papers inside and mold it to be a nice ball, and we used to play and have fun with Kati. What happened to letting the children be creative? I'm saying we are denying our children the opportunity to become creative and innovative. And this is one of the core competencies that we teach in CBC. So, parents, I'm just saying, let us support this new curriculum about the CBC. It is a curriculum that is going to help our children become responsible, be children of integrity, be children who love their country, be children who are loyal. And this can only happen if we are engaged in their learning. Yes, I know it is quite tricky at the moment. You come from work late and you are expected to maybe supervise the homework that was given. Now, I believe that if we let our children be creative and we learn together, it is a process. It is a process between the teachers and the parents and the learner. We just hold each other's hands and we learn together. I believe that we are going to make a difference and enjoy this new curriculum. So that is my view for now. I would like to know your views, your comments. Kindly comment down below. I'd like to hear what your views are about this parent engagement in the CBC curriculum. And I want to say that let us embrace this CBC and let our children express themselves through art. When they are told to draw, let them draw anything. The teacher will understand that this child is has started from this step. Maybe the next project this child is gonna draw better than you expect. So let us not draw for themselves, let them draw by themselves. When it comes to printing papers, yes, it's not a must that you go out and print papers. You can use old magazines, you can use old newspapers and cut out. You just need a scissors, a pair of scissors, you cut out and stick. And I believe the teachers give enough time. They don't just give one day. Maybe probably they give these projects during a weekend whereby the child can collect. They can collect different magazines, different newspapers, and get the appropriate pictures that they need. So what I'd like to advise my fellow teachers, let us give a time frame for this project which is reasonable for both the parent, the learner, and the teacher. So if you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up, share, and comment down below. Until next time, always remember to feed your dreams and starve your fears. Bye.